Hello and happy Saturday. I hope you are enjoying the new summer weather here in Texas. We're in the high 90s to triple digits already, and it's only May. Our cool front is bringing us down to a whole 98. So hopefully it's a little bit better where you are. Today we're going to be opening the second March Bluebox, New Jersey, which was $57. I showed this briefly in another video, and so it is time to open this little beauty. I'm really curious to see if this is just plastic or if it's something else. Oh, we've already got loose beads. Okay, off of this. All right, so we had something for crystal bracelet, tri-accent, lavender. So I think this might go with these since they kind of have that lavender kind of color, and I think they are supposed to be strung like this. Ooh, that has really bad stretch. So I'm going to put that in there. And we have some of these little beads that go with it. So we're just going to put that off to the side in case there's more. We have these pink glitter faceted Mardi Gras type beads. We're just going to put those in craft. We have another one. Stretch is bad on that one too. There we go. So a very long there it is. Very long Chico's piece. There you go. Very long Chico's piece. It is on a cord, almost like a waxed cotton. And then we have these feel like, I'm not 100% sure they're plastic because they don't have a, do they have a seam? They do not have a seam. They're not cold though, so I wouldn't have thought they were glass. But we have silver and dark blue, and then we have this piece of acrylic that needs cleaning, but it does have some glitter shine to it. And then we have more beads, and this has a 4-inch extender, and it is a 42-inch chain, and so it's in very good condition, so we're going to put yes. Now we have this Rolo clasp. Let's see if it, yes, it does turn, so that's always a good sign. And these are faux beads. These are faux pearls. They're just made out of plastic, like a molded plastic, but they're in very good condition. And so these are 18 inches in length. We have a heart. That's a fire It's plastic, but it's like a fire crystal, and it does not stretch. It does have a clasp that has a lot of wear on it, and so we're just going to go ahead and craft that. Ooh, what are these? These are stone of some type. I'm going to have to Google lens these. They could be a type of jasper? Maybe? They're not agate, but they could have some silica in it because of this. Oh, these are nice. They have a very lovely weight and they're nice and cold. And these are 30 inches in length, so yay! These feel heavier. Okay, so we have 2 strands of two strands of 60-inch long total length, 30-inch drop. These, I believe, are glass. They sound like they're glass. They're heavier like glass. And they have this beautiful off-white, slightly, very slightly blue opalescence to them. Very nicely done. Very good condition. They do have a little bit of cleaning. They look to be, you know, hand knotted. They're knotted. Okay, we'll say that. They are knotted. I don't see at first glance any chipping, and so we're putting these into yes as well. This must be, yes, Monet. I thought so. This is from their bamboo line that they did. It's like in their Asian line. So we have a hook as the clasp. And then we have these nice stations to hook it into or between, depending on how you hook it. And then they have these little silver tone bamboo pieces. And this is a smidge over 14, like 14 and a quarter, and then it has a 2-inch extender on it. It is in excellent condition, and so this goes into the yes as well. Now we have this, I'm guessing it's supposed to be a choker or collar necklace. It does have some dead stones in it. It is a gold tone. I'm assuming there's copper underneath it. Looks like all the stones are there. It doesn't look to have any breaks in the back, but I would definitely say this is over copper. And this has a 4-inch extender with a 13-inch long. And because it does have some dead stones in it, I'm going to go ahead and put this beautiful piece in craft. It kind of makes me sad, but I think this is Monet as well. Oh, it doesn't say. I'm going to have to do a Google search on this. This has some really beautiful little, I think these are real stones. We will give them a test. I'm thinking these our chrysoprase somewhere in the chrysoprase line. I guess this could be like a Japan or a Hong Kong, and it just doesn't have any. I think it lost. I think it's supposed to have a chain for it to hook into, and that's probably where a tag would have been. I mean, you could hook it like it is, but this is short. It's only 15¼ inches around. So if you were to hook it, say here, I mean, it would stay, but it would be really short. You'd want to put the extender. So we'll see if we get the extender, and I'm going to put this into the test pile. And then we have this necklace. This is so 90s. And this is also missing the extender. There is, don't believe there is a maker on this. We'll see if we get the rest of it. It looks like it's missing the chain for the extender. So as it is, we are looking at 16½ inches for this necklace. I'll put it in the maybe, because maybe it will, the rest of it will show. Okay. Oh, more of these beads. All right, so we have an unmarked piece. The chain looks different. Chain looks good. A little bit of wear on the extender. A little bit of wear right there. Okay, I take it back. This does have quite a bit of wear, like where the neck would be. And it goes down into these two hoops, but because of the wear around the neck, we're just going to go ahead and craft that. We have these wood beads, like maybe a ½ inch around. Yeah, ½ inch around, graduating up to, or down to, approximately 1/4 inch. And this is 26 inches in total length. Very good condition. We have this blue thermoset. Does work. Really nice dark blue. It does need some cleaning. It's got whatever it is on it. And this is 28 inches in length. Okay, so there's no clasp. This is just one piece over the head. It is a combination of faceted acrylic, what I'm assuming is glass beads, and wood, black and white. It's a little tightly strung, but it might settle in. And this is 60 inches in total length. So I'm going to put this in maybe. I'm not 100% sure when it's that tightly wound or that tightly set. This one so this is 14, yes, 14 karat 1/20th, and there is a little tiny mark. Looks like, what, a G? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see if the clasp works. Yes, the clasp does come out, and it does push back in. So we have these black and white 4 and 4. They almost have a mother of pearl kind of shimmer to them. And then these black ones, I'd have to take a look at, but we'll test them. And this is 21 inches in length, so we'll test those. St. Thomas, that's all it says. Okay, so we have these like Venus flytrap kind of rivolis. They are rivolis, they do have points, and they are heavily absconded into their settings. They are all there. They're so pretty. Chain so far looks good. Let's check this side. Also looks good. Now on the back of these, there is some wear, some tone loss, but you're not going to see it on the back. And then they put a silver senorita clasp on this gold chain. Don't know why. But this gorgeous thing is let's see, 16 inches-ish with a 3-inch extender. It's gorgeous. This is a definite yes. Okay, we're doing pretty good on the yeses. Swim, bike, run. I'm assuming this is a triathlon, and I'm just going to put it, it's on a cotton cord, and it's just going to go into craft. This has a lot of tone loss, so we're just going to put that into craft. Goes there. Oh, wait. Yes, okay. It goes into bracelets. Oh, and we have another one of these shell necklaces, which we'll just, ultimately, I'll get around to just lotting them all up. Okay, we might as well just dump. Oh. Okay, so we're going to start with these. These need to be reset. Like 2 of them need to be reset onto this. These are acrylic beads. I would say that these are probably costume from 80s, 90s. So we're just going to put those in craft. And speaking of craft, we have all of our little bead pieces from several bracelets. So we're just going to put all these little sparklies into craft. If you're interested in all these beads, just let me know. I'll do $3 for the whole bag. You can restring them, use them for whatever. They're nice beads. And I can't guarantee they're all there, but it's whatever's in the bag. And I have... Oh! Okay, hold on. I got this. Okay. There is a kitty right here. And he is chained. And on this side, it's missing, well, it's just not clasped, is the mouse. So the little mouse has little red eyes, and the little kitty has little green eyes. Now, I'm not 100% sure what this is for. It's a short chain, but not short enough to be an anklet. It does have some discoloration right here, but they're so cute. Look at those little guys. I'm going to put them aside for right now because I'm not sure what to do with them. We have some more Mardi Gras beads. We have these. Now these are gorgeous. Let me do it this way. Oh, maybe it did go the other way. There we go. So there is no marking. Usually the marking is somewhere on this clasp, and there is none, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. These are black, beautifully faceted, and I believe these are glass because they do have some chips in them. And then they go to this kind of sea glass, kind of almost like a thermostat kind of style set. But I'm pretty sure those are glass. Back down to more black faceted, and then back to the glass. I am in love with this necklace. Super long. It's once again, it's 60 total inches of these beautiful black faceted with white beads. Love these. I'm going to put them in testing just to make sure they're glass. And then we have a knot. Okay, there we go. So we have an extender. We have the JB. I think it's supposed to be JB. And then we have a little mini tassels, some hibiscus flowers maybe, some shells, some we do have some potato pearls. They're real. And this necklace is 36 inches in length plus a 3-inch extender. So it's in good condition, but it's kind of very lightweight. We have one of these necklaces that are fabric and it's gonna go into craft, needs to be cleaned. We have a wooden seahorse. I'm assuming it's a seahorse. On a seed bead necklace that has some sweater in it. It is on a Rollo brass clasp. It is 18 inches, and then the pendant itself is 2 1/4 length by about an inch at its widest. So we'll put that in maybe. Okay, so these were kind of caught in themselves a little bit. So we have some agate dangles with tassel and I'm assuming black agate, maybe. And then we have these are not cold to the touch, but they do have the look of a real stone. They're awfully lightweight though. So I'm not 100% sure on that. So we will test everything on here. And then it does go up there's not a maker's mark. It has a 3-inch extender on basically a 26-inch long chain, and then it, from this circle down, it is another 5 inches in length. So it's really kind of cool. Comes down, I'll have to widen that. It comes down like so into a Y drop. So we'll test these, see if they register anything on the Presidium. And then we have this. I think these are those little things that those weeds that blow in or grow into like a little white pom-pom, and you blow and make a wish. And it seems to be in a little jar on a chain that, I don't know if I'm going to say it's antiqued. It definitely has that older look to it. So we shall see what that's about. We'll be a little careful with that one. And we have a no brand piece. It's just a little dot, nothing written on it. There we go. So we have this little kind of choker collar kind of drop necklace, which is 16 inches across plus a 2-inch extender. And it's just all these little dangles. It's really pretty. I don't see any tone loss on it. We have a locket that has I think it's supposed to be a bird of paradise. Now, it had a film, but it looks like part of that film has come off, and so part of the picture is missing. It does open, but since the picture is in part taken away, it's removed, we're just going to go ahead and put that into craft. We have the Aurora Borealis necklace, which is slightly cold to the touch, so we'll give that a test. No maker mark. It is 16 inches, maybe a tad more, but we'll test that for glass. We have more beads, or more shells, so we'll put those in there. Put that aside. We have doodads. Oh! We got a roamer. Okay. We have this, which has what I believe to be, it says Dominion. This must be for role playing. I think it's supposed to be an epaulette for a jacket, because it's got, and it does have the 2 tags. We just don't have the other one. So we'll see what's going on with that. We have this really cool beaded, glass beaded butterfly. Now the clasp, it's right now it's just a C clasp, as the hook, the latch, is missing. But it still works, and I think if you push these together, it might actually be a little bit better. Okay, let's see if I made it worse or better. Oh, yeah, that'll work. So it's just barely sticking out over the end. So it had a little tag on it. Looks like this is maybe brass, but it's a really cool dragonfly. It's big too. So this dragonfly is, let's get him in camera, 3.5 inches across, and he is, with the tail curved, is 3 inches long. So he's a really big dragonfly, but absolutely gorgeous. Love him. We have a butterfly with little crystals, and it looks like I think all the crystals are there, because this one is just a piece of metal. So I think that's supposed to just be metal and not a missing piece. It's heavily done on the back and one solid. So I'm not sure how old this is, but it's really pretty. And it is 1 3/4 across by 1 3/4 tall. We have a little barrette fascinator that is a daisy. It just needs to be sorted out a little bit. It's really cute. We have a rose. Let's see if it's all here. It looks like everything is here. It looks like it's a thermosset. Does not have a maker's mark, but it is done in the middle. Pretty solid. Really pretty. And this is, let's get this over, 2.5 by, let's say 1.5 at its widest. We have this really cool stretchy ring. It is all plastic. We have a bow tie. It looks like all the stones are there. Juicy Couture. Now it does have some tone loss on the back. And this is approximately a 6, 5 3/4, a little on the tight side. We have this big baguette. It says 52 on the inside. And then there is another mark. So what we have is Swarovski with the copyright, and then on the other side it says 52. My goodness. This is like a 6, 5.5. Yeah, 5.5, not quite to 6. But all the stones are there, all the baguettes. Really pretty. It's almost like a wedding band or a promise ring or something like that. So that's a good find. And then we have this, which... Okay, this is like the worst mark ever. You can't see what it says. I can't tell if it's a 925, 950, or anything else, but it does open up. There's no other marks on this, and we will give it a test because I don't know what it is. So we have several beads, let's see, of these little ones. Let's see, these are bicone. We have 4 strands of kind of squarish or bread style. We have bicone 3. And we have kind of faceted round plus actual round, which I guess could go with these. They're not quite the same size, but so we've got a bunch of these stretch bracelets. And we're just going to put them all into craft. Oh, more cha-chas, but this is actually on chain. There is not a maker's mark. And these look to be in good condition. And they're sitting about a 7. So we'll put those into maybe. We have a same sky with a key. There's no stretch in this, so I'm going to put it in craft. India. I do not know this mark. I will have to look it up. And we have these faceted, or are they faceted? They're in line. We do have a tiger's eye and a malachite. And we are missing one stone. Gosh darn it. This is probably, okay, well, it's obviously where the spring is. It's magnetic, but the rest of it is not. That is looking a little wonky. I'm not sure if that is fixable. As it stands, I can get this on my wrist without actually having to stretch it. Oblong, it's about a 6.5, maybe 6 3/4. It's really cool. I like it. Not sure if we have that missing stone, and we'll go ahead and test it. I'm sure they're probably CZ or acrylic. We have 2 stretched out bracelets that we're just going to go ahead and put into craft. This one is what I was curious about. This is kind of reminding me of bakelite. There is no seam at all. It's actually a little on the heavier side, not totally. Misty at Skeeter Jones said to warm it up in your hand, and if it smells like pine or something like that, then it's going to be bakelite. In the meantime, we have a coconut shell bracelet. It does have good stretch to it. We also have the what are they called? Tuga nuts. And so those are also in good condition. They have a little ribbon on them. We have this, ooh, stretch isn't very good on this. It's so cute though. I think that's a moonstone. Gosh darn it, that might be worth restringing. I mean, it does have some stretch, but probably not for long. Look at that. That is so pretty. So, not sure who the maker is on this, but I like it. And they do feel kind of cold to the touch. So we'll see what happens with those, if I can figure out what stones they are. And then we have these, which have good stretch, but with that band, and these are acrylic, so we're just going to go ahead and craft those. We have this one. Which don't see any marks on it. The stretch is decent, and it has a decent band. It's not just a rubber band. And this one is a 7. Like it. We have this really pretty lavender and blue faceted with little potato pearls on it. This is so cute. So it's obviously it's adjustable, so you can have it as an anklet or a wristlet, or excuse me, bracelet. So yes. This is New York. Yeah, this is New York. It is a illusion bracelet. I've not seen illusion bracelet. At least it didn't stick into everything. It's all sorts of peachy tones. I'm just gonna put it into craft. It's just, no, it's not gonna. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. Look at all those beautiful colors of blue. This goes with the other one. I need to find out who made these. These are, I mean, moonstone is just glass, so it's so pretty. Okay, Put that over there too. I guess, you know, wear them together. I love the little crowns. So yeah, love those. Okay, I don't smell anything except for jewelry that I've had in my hand. I guess I could heat it up maybe? I don't know. I don't have any semichrome, but it does have a look to it. I'm gonna put it aside. Okay, we have this wooden bangle. It actually even has the pot mark. It has little brass stations over it. It is a 7 3/4, good condition. Oh, I guess I should go ahead and. So I would say this is probably a 7 1/2. Just barely goes over my wrist. I mean my hand. Okay, so we have these 3 stones, which quartz, and this could be amber. And that would be no, it is not amber. Maybe faux amber. It's kind of a weird bracelet because it, you know, it's not really made well, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it into craft. We have this Nautical bracelet that has, well, it has the compass star, you know, the rose star. It's a lighthouse, a ship's wheel, a sailboat, a flag, the life preserver, an anchor. Oops. I'm not sure which ship this is. I don't see any marks, but it kind of reminds me of a Monet piece. But there's no maker mark, so we don't know. And this is 7 inches, just shy of 7 inches in length, but it's in very good condition. And I am not seeing any stones missing, so yay! We have this beaded with shell, almost like a cuff. I mean, it's very wide band. I would say this is like a 6 3/4. Yeah, I would say 6 3/4. Really beautiful piece of abalone. So, yeah, I like it. We have, oopsie. We have an unbranded butterfly and hearts and turtle. Okay. We have 2 hearts, or 2-sided heart, using 2 beads, butterflies on both sides, butterflies across the top, and a turtle. Not sure how the turtle fits in. There is no maker mark on this. It is approximately 7.5 inches. It's definitely magnetic. It's really cute. So we'll put that over there. And then we have, oh, hello. We know what this is too now. Came off this bracelet. Genuine leather. It does have some cracking due to the fact that it probably has never been. So we will give this a test. This is really pretty. If I could get that to stay down. Oops. So these are easier to read. They do say 925 on them. So we'll do a little Google Lens and see what's going on with that. And we'll give them a test. Single ladies. I thought, oh, here we go. Okay, but we do have some matches, amazingly enough. So this looks like it could be stone. Possibly silver. Does kind of have that silver. Nope. Well, wait. Okay, no, these are not silver, but they are cool though. So they're nice dangles with a gray kind of stone, and these are a 2-inch drop. We did not get the other earring to the necklace that goes with this. We have the pair for this. These do, they say they're 925. I'm not. It has a copyright. Or is that Avon? Hold on. Odd. It's got 2 like little dots here, but then we have this which looks like it's Avon. So I'm not sure, but we'll give him a test and see what's up with this, because I don't know. We'll just put them in the test. And then we do have the match to these. Pretty, pretty. It's either an M or an N. But other than that, so they're either Monet or Napier, maybe? We have this really pretty it does have writing. 925. I don't know if we got the match to this from somewhere, but we'll give it a test. I don't see any other marks on it, but it's so pretty. It's got great sparkle. We have these, which could have a stone. They do not, thank goodness, have marcasites to fall out, since those little things are just glued in. So it's got black on the top and red on the bottom. So it's not ringing a bell, but they're absolutely pretty. They do not say there's nothing to say they're 925. And they're actually kind of heavy. You know, if they were, they're awfully heavy to be silver. So I'm thinking pot metal. Could be wrong. We'll give them a test just to see. We do have these two little acrylic. I'm just gonna put those in craft. Y'all, oh, we gotta back up for these. These are huge. These are 1 3/4 inches around. Someone put tape over these. Or plastic. Let me see. They left the plastic on it. Robert Lee Morris. Wow, fancy. We will be doing a little search on these. Okay, so they go like that. These are massive. And except for some hairspray, they're in really good condition. I might test those. I think we've had the match to this in another jar. And so I will take a look. We have this chandelier earring. There we go. We have this chandelier earring, which is huge. And it's a costume piece, unbranded. And then we also have this dangle, which is gorgeous. I would have recognized this one if I had had it. It's got some gorgeous beads to it. This one's better made. Okay, that's Napier. But we don't have the match, but I'm going to put this in with my Napier in case one day we get the match to it. Now this one I just had. I just had the match to this one. I'm going to have to go back through my boxes. We do have the matches to these. 1990. I'm so good at having this upside down. What does that say? All right, now I have two. That says 14 karat. This says 14 karat. Is that a 34? Looks like it says 34. Oh, maybe it says WE. Okay, y'all, both of these say 14 karat. Now on the ear wire on this one, it says 14 karat, but this one does not have any writing on the ear wire. But it does very plainly say 14 karat. And these are real pearls. So we will, is that, I think it's coming up out of its little holder. Yes, it is. It's coming up, so they need to be fixed. They need to be reset. But these are 14 karat with real gold. I mean, real pearls. Look at the luster on those. Those are gorgeous. Okay, so why they have these crappy backs on them is because they probably lost the backs that went with them. I think we had the match to this in another box. We have these two, which are so pretty. They're just little acrylic. They're not glass or anything. They're cute though. We have this earring, which is a huggy. We may have had the match to this one as well. I am not seeing any marks on it. It's really pretty though. It's well made. It looks familiar. We can Google it. And then we do have the two, the match to these. These are very smooth. It looks like brass backing. So this is one of those heavy earring backs, and these are Sorelli. They don't weigh that much. I don't know why they put these big old backs on them. I'll just take this off. Sorelli, yay. We have this one, which I think is a piece of agate, but we will test it to see if it's actually real. It does have a little bit of coldness to it. We have this really pretty black earring. No maker. Oh, and we have these. These are brass, and they remind me of like a Celtic knot. I really like these. I may need to keep these. They're brass. Really pretty. And we have a clip-on that's a faux tort with little red stones. And we have one little flower earring, and we have this acrylic one that is cracked. So we'll put that in craft. So that's all that. Oh, well, I take it back. we also have these, but these have seen better days. They're not even worthy of craft, so I'm just going to put them in the trash. Okay, so let's take a look. This should be Hope glass, and it is. These little stones. Okay, so these are glass. So yes, this is quartz. This is a nice, beautiful piece of green quartz. So glass, and glass, that's what we were thinking. It's right there in the middle. Do a look to see. Oh, this one has a big chip out of it. Let's see what it says now. Oh, it's way up there to like the jadeite range. So we'll definitely give that a little bit deeper look. So this is okay. See, I think this part is a jasper. So depending on where you are on this rock, fingerprints are free, is what it's going to come up, because it is a natural stone and it's going to come up different things just because that's what's in it. This is, I'm sure this is just, yeah, so that's like a piece of agate. Oh, we were going to test these. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a type of snowflake, even though it's like so pretty. I really like the pieces of stone that they chose and shape. So I'll have to do a little search on that. So really fantastic piece. Glass, glass. Yeah. So now I'll see if these are actually, these black ones, if they're actually glass or if they're a silicate that's reading as glass. So I'll have to take a look at those under a loop. And this moonstone should, yes, read as glass. Okay, so that's probably the same as the other. This shouldn't read as anything. And it does not. And I did find these, I did a quick look. These are like a pot metal. These are not going to be sterling. So these are going to be glass. The Swarovski should be glass. And it is. And we have this one. All these itty bitty. So I'm thinking this one is glass. Oh. Okay, so that's glass. Okay, we're going to go with glass on that, which is what I was thinking. Okay, so these are all going to be glass. Instead of it just subsiding away. So I can get rid of these. Let me try this one since it's a little bit duller. Maybe some of that plating is gone. Okay. It's looking a little bit more like copper. Well, it's kind of staying a creamy white. Try it one more time, but this time I think it's not 925. I think it's like 800. I think it's maybe just under, because it did kind of, it went here and then back down, and that is 925 is a dark red or creamy blue white, and then 800 is a brown. So I'm thinking that these aren't exactly 925. I think they're a little under. I'll do a Google search on this and see if I can find out any manufacturer information, and we'll put it up on the screen at some point. So, very good box. I'm happy with the pieces. Even if I didn't get the silver and the gold, I got some really gorgeous pieces, and unique, which is even better. Like this piece. And, you know, this little bracelet, we're going to do a little search online for it. I think it's cool. And who can forget, who doesn't like a good moonstone? So these will go together. And then this fantastic necklace. It's like, yes. So let me know your thoughts. I think New Jersey did me proud. I'm more than happy with what I spent $57 on. Just some absolute gorgeous pieces. And if you are interested in anything, just let me know. You can send me an email. I will put that on the screen. And until next Saturday, I want to thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me. And I will see you on the next week's video. Have a fantastic week.